So I had some really thoughtful responses to a post I did recently on where's God when it hurts and how God brings affliction upon his children in order to, the religious word is to sanctify them or strengthen them or to help them be more like heavenly minded. So some of the questions that came up were really well thought out and kind of introspective, and they kind of went along these lines that, so if God is going to bring me through trials in order to sanctify me, in order to make me stronger or more righteous or holy, can I just do that on my own? Can I study more? Can I work harder at being a better person? Or is God doing that a sign that somehow I'm deficient and I just can't seem to get a handle on my life? Well, of course, we're all deficient as human beings, but no, you shouldn't read that in such a way as to go, I guess I am specially bad and therefore I've got these afflictions. The reason I say that is because in the Bible we have people like Job, who is described as an upright man, righteous in his way, shunning evil, doing good, and the worst things imaginable happened to Job, but they were designed to refine his faith. We see the same thing with the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul said he buffeted his body, he disciplined himself, and there are very few people I can think of in the Bible who were more righteous than the Apostle Paul. I mean, he suffered so much for the faith, eventually gave his life. And yet we also read that a messenger of Satan came upon him and buffeted him. Interestingly enough, God using the devil to teach Paul humility, but it wasn't as if Paul was more deficient than other people. Let's add one more to that. The Bible says that Jesus himself, though sinless, was perfected through suffering. So this idea that, well, maybe if I study more, if I'm a better person, well, we should do that. And don't get me wrong, there are natural consequences for certain types of sin. I mean, if you lie all the time, don't be surprised if people don't trust you. If you smoke 3 packs of Camel a day all your life, don't be surprised if the doctor says you have emphysema. But we're not talking about that kind of stuff. We're talking about this idea that in my life I have afflictions. Does that kind of set me apart as a more evil person? Or if I work hard, can I erase those afflictions? Let me tell you, friends, we can't really reduce our relationship with God to that kind of formula. It's not that mechanical. He is working a work of sanctification, of strengthening in us. And we should do our best. We should study. We should pray. We should seek to walk faithfully. But the fact that you're going through difficult times doesn't mean that you're especially bad. All it means is that there's a God in heaven who's perfecting you in the way he perfected Christ. That word perfect means to bring to completion. And God is forming a complete person in us. And so we can handle those afflictions without a despondency, without despair, recognizing as tough as they are, there's a purpose to them. I hope that helps. God bless you. And if this does help, maybe you could share this, sign on to my YouTube channel, send a copy of this to your friends, and let me know. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks, and God bless.